Oppressed citizens of Gotham, your cries for help have been heard. I am Anarchy, voice of the people, here to save you from the plague of corruption that now infests this once proud city. Those hired and elected to keep us free and safe won't lift a finger. And why would they? They've been bought and paid for, encouraged to turn a blind eye. If they won't act, I will. At dawn's first light, the sources of Gotham's ruin will be destroyed. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming of propaganda and consumerist garbage.
As if there isn't enough going on tonight. I should hurry to Lacey Towers before the cops destroy all the evidence from the crime scene Penguin mentioned.
I was hoping to get a minute of your time. See, I've got a story to tell about crime and violence, greed and vengeance.
I got multiple calls available. Sending them out in priority order.
The cops investigating this crime should have a relay station set up. It'll look like a mobile satellite dish, probably on a rooftop.
You're an option!
I'll be at a disadvantage if I can't tap into the cops' communications. I should hack their mobile relay station.
Rubio, what's your 20?
On the balcony for a smoke with a menace.
Those men on the balcony, that could be my way in.
Shut case. Penguin murdered Black Mask and his lady friend. I mean, we found the bastards, stuck the little fingerprints right by the bodies.
Yeah, we got Penguin now. Like to see him squirm out of this one.
Fingerprints, 2 dead bodies. He's about to do some.
Dispatch!
Police believe Penguin murdered Black Mask. But why would he send me here if he was the killer? It doesn't add up. This crime took place days ago. The fire and the exposure to the elements make identifying the victims difficult. The male victim is wearing a black mask, but I can't positively identify him as Roman Sionis without a DNA analysis. Something I can't do in the field. I can identify the female victim based on her fingerprints. Tiffany Ambrose, Roman Sionis' girlfriend, or one of them at least. She was no angel, long list of priors, but nothing to indicate she was the target here. The fire spread as a result of a Molotov cocktail thrown into the room. It may have been intended to destroy evidence. The shallow trajectory of the bullet suggests the shooter could be someone of Penguin's height. But the grooves on the floor suggest that the victim was killed by someone leaning back in a chair. This bullet was fired from a revolver. Ballistics analysis indicates a low angle of trajectory. The shooter could have been someone of Penguin's height, but the pattern in the gunpowder residue suggests the bullet was actually fired by someone lying on the ground. These fingerprints are a match for the Penguin, but they're on top of the soot from the fire. The cops were right. Penguin was in the room, but these prints prove he was here after the murders were committed. If he didn't kill Black Mask, who did? The only thing I know for certain is that Tiffany's shooter was lying on the floor. But why? These white streaks are shoe polish. Whoever shot Tiffany was being dragged along the floor. Besides the victims, there were two other people in the room. Tiffany's shooter, and whoever was dragging the shooter. The location from which the male victim was shot may tell me more. The DNA here doesn't belong to either of the victims. Whose is it? The fight broke out when someone startled the shooter. It's not clear who won the fight. It could have been either one of them. I should review the evidence to see if I can learn anything more about either the intruder or the shooter. Fabric analysis indicates the intruder was wearing a white suit or sport jacket. This fabric swatch could help identify the intruder, but I still can't identify the male victim's shooter. There's one impact area I haven't checked for clues. This DNA is from the female victim. The level of oxidation suggests it's been here for several days. If I review the evidence, I may be able to find out what she was doing when she was attacked. She was sending text messages to Roman Sionis about someone named the Joker. Someone killed Black Mask, but this crime took place several days ago, and I saw Black Mask earlier tonight. The only answers I have raise more questions. Who is the Joker? Was he the killer here? Or is he one of the assassins? I have a body, an unknown shooter, and an unknown assailant who attacked the shooter. I need to match the DNA samples against the records in the National Criminal Database to identify who was in the room. Alfred, I need access to the National Criminal Database.
Well, the only way to do that would be to infiltrate the Gotham City Police Department.
Then that's where I'm going.
Sir, you'd need to physically hack into their servers. If you insist on doing something that foolish, you'll need a powerful, non-lethal weapon. I recommend coming back here to pick up your concussion detonator.
Not a bad idea.
Gonna surrender?
Come in, 8-2. Dispatch, Delta 4-4. Can you raise Delta 8-2?
Stand by, 4-4. Delta 8-2. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, report. Delta 4-4, no response from 8-2. Please proceed inside to confirm 8-2 status.
10-4, dispatch.
Welcome home, sir. The concussion detonator is on your workbench. Remember, if you use that instead of your fists, you'll do less lasting damage to those police officers and civil servants.
Noted.
Guards have been doubled at police precincts since Loeb's murder. You'll need to find a way to sneak in that won't attract attention. Otherwise, you'll never make it to the server room.
Understood. Thanks.
I'm gonna kick off some of this floor.
Suspect spotted! Repeat!
Possible contact! Contact! Hey!
I'm on him! Firing on suspect! Man! Thought
Yeah, probably another water pipe bursting. Love to go take a look, but, you know, my shift's over. Loeb understood.
This won't be easy, but if I'm going to access the National Criminal Database and find out what happened at Lacey Towers, I need to find the server room without being discovered.
We've got a ways to go before sunrise.
Yeah, well, they were supposed to.
Must you be so brutal, sir? These are city employees.
They're as corrupt as they come, and they're in my way.
I wish you'd think twice. About that approach, sir. You never know when you might need their help. At any rate, your objective is the GCPD server room. I've marked it on your map.
Serves him right.
Man, I hate the homeless.
Oh, yeah! Right in the jaw! It's the battle! We can work this out!
I told you already. What I saw is what I saw.
What are you on?
I done been clean 3 days. Like I said, things swooped down out of nowhere. Huge wings and claws. And like, who these dog things? Paralyze those bastards.
Paralyzing dark things? What, you think I'm a schmuck, huh? I look like a schmuck to you?
No. I didn't say that.
Oh, he's definitely on something. Got a guy in lockup who can sell whatever he's carrying.
Yeah, in a minute. Gotta get his story straight first. Now, let's go through it again.
I won't stand a chance against that many armed men. I can use Deathstroke's remote claw to pass above their heads undetected.
Alright, listen up. While you jokers were playing cleanup crew at Blackgate, I was making us some money. I worked out a deal with our pal Black Mask. If any of us can kill the bat before the assassins get to him, we get the bounty. All $50 million.
I've got to be quiet, so those SWAT officers don't hear me.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Let's take him down then.
Yeah. What are we waiting for?
Enough! We only get one night to get this done. Whatever they put you on, I want you to blow it off. Finding and killing the bat is your #1 priority. That clear?
Yes, sir. All clear. Clear as day, sir. You got it. Sir, yes, sir.
Questions? Shout them out.
How are we gonna keep this from Gordon and the rest of the force?
Sodas, you gonna keep your damn trap shut.
Like any other scum. We can't find dirt. We make our own.
I'm listening.
What if Captain Gordon allowed all the perps in the holding cells to go free?
You mean we set him loose?
Little prison riot, right here in GCPD. Makes him look like he doesn't have control, right?
I like it. How do we make it happen?
Let me think a minute.
That's our perk.
Michigan from Central. They're offering a reward of $25,000 for information relating to the arrest of Black Mask or any of the persons involved in the murder of Commissioner Lowe. Go get it, boys. Reminder to all units, we'll be accepting donations and cards for Commissioner Lowe's family in the break room. Please come by and pay your respects.
So what does this disruptor of yours do?
Little bit of this, little bit of that. Mostly, though, it does a whole lot of none of your damn business.
Not you again!
Talk, or you won't be walking anywhere, ever.
No way! You gotta answer for dropping me off that rooftop, buddy!
No, you have to answer to me. How does this disruptor work?
Ask one of the pigs! They got it in evidence lockup!
How about we take a little walk up to the roof?
Okay, you win! It jams weapons, overrides electronic locks, alright? Now you gotta let me go!
How'd that work out for you last time?
He will wipe this city clean of your filth.
Yeah? He's gonna wipe things clean?
He should start with you. Good one.
Priority 1 alert. All personnel be advised. 211s reported on the ground. 622 on the premises. Priority 1 alert. Intruder in the building. Criminals that you let walk free.
He is the worst kind of criminal. The kind who thinks their actions are justified. Who acts completely outside the system.
The system is broken.
Barbara, wait.
All right, fellas. The best in the building. You scour the room, all your asses are bumped down to traffic.
Firing your piece means paperwork. All the more reason to use your fists. Yeah, with Loeb dead.
He's got them all strung up somehow. Sweet mercy! What the hell?
Maybe if you were paying attention, we...
Move out, and let's kill this son of a bitch!
Oh, this ain't good. This ain't good at all. All right, now I'm pissed.
We're losing men!
Don't let this happen to you, unless you like eating steak through a straw. Hey, you want to get strung up like an animal? Act like professionals. I don't... Firing on suspect!
Got a beat on him!
Fire support! Don't reload!
Oh no!
What was that?
Damn it! Stop letting them do that!
Priority 1 alert. All available personnel should be searching your quadrants for the 622. Suspect is 6'4", dressed in black, and has wings? Is this for real?
Shouldn't you be searching your quadrant? I'll leave that for the boys in SWAT.
Why's that?
Ain't you heard? Brandon made a deal with Black Mask.
Priority 1 alert. All personnel report to your department head. Need a head head count. A lot of people unaccounted for.
They're using a security protocol I'm not familiar with, and the windows are reinforced glass. The disruptor in the evidence locker might do the trick. Alfred, I can't access the evidence locker. I need an alternate route.
The evidence locker, sir? Well, according to these schematics, it adjoins an old elevator shaft which you can access via the infirmary. You should be able to break in from there. I've added it to your map.
All personnel, reports of our 622 on lower levels. Need security in those areas immediately.
It's gonna look like an accident. Gordon lost control. What we need is a classic prison riot.
You want a riot? Let me out.
Easy, Tiger. This can't be...
Suspect in our sights!
Nice outfit, freak. Show your parents the proud. Working with the cops now? He's lucky they're on. Right, but I heard
Good, you've made it to the infirmary. Now look for an entrance to an old elevator shaft. That will take you to the evidence locker.
Got it. Now I should be able to bypass the security on the server room door.